You would have never ever seen me doing this. I had got so many ahas from the book. One of them being... Hello and welcome back to my vlogs. I'm Renae Christensen and I do these vlogs so that I can inspire you on your journey so that you can get whatever results it is that you're looking for in health, wealth, love and happiness. So I am out here at the beach today and Reese and I are exploring options where to move into and getting a feel for the suburbs and everything that we really enjoy. There's Reese. And we're just about to find somewhere to eat, and then I want to go through a very amazing book that gave me so many ahas and is just a great book to always, you know, just skim over, and it lifts you up and reminds you of how important relationships are. All relationships, not just partners, but with our parents and our friends and other family members, and really, actually, to be honest, the most important relationship is with ourselves. So anyways, I will show you this book as soon as I find somewhere beautiful and yummy to sit down at. So here we are, and this is the book. How to be hot, which is happy, open and trusting in your relationships. It's your guide. It literally is a guide. Christal as well, she's amazing. I met her in Vegas and she's just so beautiful. So this is a bit about the book if you want to screen capture this and read it. So it's amazing, all these quotes. So I had got so many ahas from the book. One of them being the feminine energy and masculine energy. She talks all about it. One of my big ahas is how, you know, females will say, you know, oh, I'm more masculine and be proud of it. And obviously there is nothing wrong with being masculine or feminine at all, but sometimes, as she writes, Christal said that deep inside they really are feminine, but they're saying masculine because they think feminine is weak. And I connected to that. Not that I've ever thought it before, but it brought up something for me. It made me go, wow. It's because we look at males and we think, you know, the masculine energy is dominant and, you know, strong, typically, you know, muscles, however you want to word it. But in actual fact, hang on a second, us females, we're just as strong, and we're strong in our femininity, which is such a beautiful thing. So definitely use your femininity and be strong with that. It's so powerful. Oh wow, look at this. In the process of planting trees. Hey Ruth, is that what they're doing? That's so cool. Okay, wow, you would have never ever seen me doing this. I'm in a Santa hat and we were driving into Surface and we saw this Christmas tree and I'm like, I've got to take a picture for one of the 12 Days of Christmas giveaways. But my confidence in the past would have never ever let me do this with all this traffic, but I'm doing it at this Christmas tree so I get a really Christmassy picture.
They say Mike's about to blow them. Tell me something that I don't know. The crowd bouncing like...
And welcome back. I want to share with you this quote I just saw. So can you read that? It says, everyone wants a beautiful relationship, but no one wants to put in the work it takes to keep it. And I couldn't agree more with Christal on that point. It does take work, and to get a really beautiful, trustworthy relationship, you really have to put in the work, and you really need to be like best friends, honestly. And that's what I'm so grateful to have with Reese. And we actually had a really big test this year on our relationship, and we didn't even blink an eyelid. We were in America, far away from home. We're all the way in Florida, and very, very not nice man tried to manipulate me. We probably shocked the man. He had no idea. Anyways, my whole point of this and sharing this story with you, Reese and I have gotten that in our relationship purely because it's been, going on to 7 years now, and prior to that we were really good friends and we actually worked in the same place. That's a story for another vlog. But we completely have built our relationship getting to know each other. We've never ever lied. We're also like have the same values, and I think that has what separates us from other couples who, you know, aren't able to work through it, is that we value the same thing and we, you know, are so open-minded, so that we've grown together and it's just been a beautiful experience. So I think my number one tip is definitely you need to be with someone who grows with you and you can grow together. You're not going to always grow at the exact same time. You know, you might start like your personal development, learning and reading books and everything months and months ahead. But that's okay as long as the other person continues to grow. For example, I was at uni, Reese had no idea what he wanted to do. The company he worked for closed down and he was just, you know, he had the savings, he just wasn't doing anything. And I remember going, wow, if he doesn't grow with me, oh, this is gonna be hard. And then before I knew it, he was the one who picked up Rich Dad Poor Dad first, read that, and then I was probably spent like a good few weeks then reading it. He read it in like 2 days and I spent a few weeks doing it because I wasn't as dedicated to reading. And then before I knew, he was growing before me and I had to catch up to him again. So magical things can happen when you just grow together, and basically you just have to grow together and enjoy the journey of life. There's never really a destination. Enjoy the journey together and grow together. Alright, so we've eaten, we're just at the shops, and honestly, me and Reese were just talking about some of the quotes we read in the book. It is so important to read. I don't know why I haven't read lately, but I need to get back into it every single day. We are back at home. This is my baby, Zachy. I wanted to wrap up by showing a few more things in this book, but obviously I cannot cover all the amazing things in this book. You have to go grab yourself a copy, but I just wanted to go over a few of the beginning chapters, get you all really excited for it coming into your mailbox if you don't already have it. It's honestly just one of those books that you pick up all the time, and I actually have a copy of this book that I have highlighting all through it. This was my signed copy that I got when I met her in Vegas, but when I met Christal in Vegas. Oh, and by the way, we just drew the winner for the giveaway that we just had today. And remember, you can get a copy for this for free, signed by Christal for you and your bestie, if you quickly go to my Instagram right now at Renae Christensen or Facebook at Renae Christensen, tag your bestie and comment what you really appreciate about them, because there is all giveaways all throughout December. Plus, if you're watching this and it's past December, that's okay, because I'm always doing giveaways every single month. I have some really, really fun things planned for the coming months, and just go turn post notifications on so you don't miss out on any of it. Because I also just discussed what I did wrong with this bauble. So this is what I made in 2015, which is 2 years ago, basically today. And I put my goals inside on a piece of paper, rolled up, pulled down the bauble this year, and I found it and I'm like, oh no, I didn't like achieve anything I wrote on that piece of paper. And you know why? Because I wrote it, I thought about it, I put it away, and I never looked at it again. Note to self, if you want to actually achieve your goals, you need to be reminded of them every single day. Have them written in several different places on your phone, and then also just rewriting them every so often. I have this thing every morning. I write down 3 wins for the day, 3 gratitudes for the day, 3 goals for the day. Now that might be for the day or overall goals, whatever intuitively I feel like writing down. And then I also have my big lesson of the day, quote of the day, whatever, like a big lesson I suppose I want to learn. And then the rest of the page is just for any like reflection or anything like that. And it's amazing what can come by writing down your thoughts when it comes to concepts for business, towards like just my own personal development and what I learned from my own life. Really, really important thing that Christal's touched on in chapter 2 is learning to value your values. And I spoke about this in my story actually, about how Reese and I, my boyfriend, we just have similar values, and then also the close friends, we have similar values. Obviously not everything's going to be identical, but before you know that you share similar values to someone else, you need to know your own. And you know, Christal, just, I'm going to give you a little teaser so that you definitely want to go get the book, because everyone should get this book, and you definitely, even if you don't win the competition, you need to read it alongside a girlfriend so then you can really chat about it. And it's amazing by chatting and then relating it to your own life, and you've got someone else to talk to about it. You can do more work on yourself, and there is nothing more important than growing within yourself, your knowledge, your understanding. And hey, look, you have to live with you, so why not learn more about you? An appalling truth I've realized is that we often devalue ourselves into the arms of the wrong relationships, the wrong job, the wrong friends, the wrong beliefs, the wrong situations. Catch my drift? And more often than not, we don't even know why. But let me share something I was told by a wise and very dear friend years ago. He said, "You are the driver of your life. Who gets on the bus, what gets on the bus, and why they get on the bus are completely under your control." How easy is it for us to forget the control we actually have in our lives? Because, you know, growing up, school's telling you. If you went to uni's telling you what to do. If you still have an employer, then they're telling you what to do. And it's so easy to forget that, hang on, we're in control of everything, literally. So that's my little teaser, actually. I'm going to stop there, but I think I want to keep reading, but it's so good. But no, you've got to read it. And Christal, you've outdone yourself with this book. She then gives you, it's so practical at the end of chapters. She gives you step by step what you can go do. So then imagine then talking that over with your friend. And honestly, please, please, please pick a highlighter. Few highlighters if you're like me. I wish I had my highlighted version here. Tips for reading a book, because I have read heaps. Do you want me to show you my book collection? And this is only half of it.
They say Mike's about to blow though. Tell me something that I don't know. With the crowd bouncing like bogles. You can come on the tour bus, just please no photos.
And then of course I've got heaps more in my bedroom on both sides of the bed, Reese's and mine. And then I've got another bookshelf full of them as well. And I obviously lend out a few books to people, like, read this one. Or anyways, what my point is tips to reading the book and getting the most from it. That is have a few different colored highlighters and have a pen. Because what you're gonna do is not everything, it's a lot to take in, and sometimes it takes for us to experience something, and then in our heads we're like, we read this somewhere. And then it's awesome to be able to go back to the book and be able to easily flick through because you highlighted something on that and you can clearly see it. So with a pen, you can just write to the side a little note or a word or a star or something, just to remind yourself, like, your way of coding it. I like doing stars and notes and things like that. That way you can easily flick to it when something goes on in your life, and then you can, because I think the biggest thing is there's a wealth of knowledge in a book. Like, a lot of the times, I know it took Christal a long time to finally get this book together, that then prior to her even starting to write this book, she was studying and learning and growing and traveling and learning, and I think I said that, for a very long time. So you're looking at, like, this is a decade or more of someone's life into a book and their lessons. And I don't know about you, but I love to learn vicariously through people. I don't want to have to go through too many crazy experiences on I prefer to learn from other people's crazy experiences than always have to go through them myself. So learn from other people's lessons that they've learned in their life, and you can take away a lot from it. By highlighting, you can easily go back and see it, and you have notes on the side. And then my second tip is 100% get a friend to read it as well. Obviously, if you win the competition, you'll both have a signed copy. If not, get them to buy it for them. Or obviously lend them yours once you're finished, and then be able to talk about it. And you know what? There is nothing better than even teaching. Like, even if you got on the phone to a friend and just taught a few concepts you learned from the book. So you've got, one is highlight and take notes so you can easily refer back to. 2, get a friend to read the book so then you can both chat about it. And 3 is teach what you learned. And that just cements it into your brain more, especially when she talks all about values. And there's, I think, a few chapters on beliefs and limiting beliefs that are holding you back right this second. You are held back right now by your own beliefs. You're completely getting your own way. And this book is your guide to completely letting those limiting beliefs go so that you can truly be happy, open, and trusting in your relationships. And that's your relationships with yourself, with other people, your partner, your parents, friends, family. It's just so new people you meet, dating, everything, but more importantly yourself. And this is an investment in you. Get this book, you know, sit in the bath, have you time as you go through this and learn. And don't forget the 3 tips to making this book really, really count. Well, that's it from me now. I would love to connect with you all on social media. Ask me any questions. I will always love to do more vlogs on topics you guys want me to talk about. And turn on post notifications. As I said, right now there's a huge giveaway going on, but there's always giveaways and things that I'm doing and ways to give back. And then also I help businesses with their marketing and consulting and strategies and funnels and setting everything up to be automated. So of course I'm here to provide that knowledge. I've got other videos on my Facebook and Instagram and YouTube that go into that. So I would love to connect with you. You will find me at Renae Christensen on all platforms. On Snapchat, it's Renae CS. And I cannot wait to get to know you, what you're going on in your life, and any questions or anything you'd love to hear me chat about, let me know, and I will see you on the next vlog.
They say Mike's about to blow though. Tell me something that I don't know. With the crowd bouncing like bogles, you can come on the tour bus, just please no photos.